She said the current aircraft used for presidential engagements, the Ikwazi, is 15 years old and a safety risk. The minister denied reports that there was a 4 billion rand budget. On Monday, she said her department would spend 100 million rand to lease a VIP configured jet until the new one is ready. And now we go to our initial story where our on-site reporter Patricia Visagie is at the Pretoria Air Force Base where the African Aerospace and Defence show is currently underway. Patricia, good afternoon. Patricia, can you hear me? Patricia, are you with us?
Well, good afternoon and welcome to the Waterkloof Air Force Base here in Pretoria. Of course, we're coming to you live and of course we're bringing you the 9th edition of the African Aerospace and Defence exhibition that has officially kicked off right here in the capital city. Of course, the theme for this year is unlocking the Africa and of course aerospace and defence potential. We have more than 400 exhibitors from over 30 countries from all corners of the globe who are here, of course, to showcase and display their sea, land, and of course air, creativity, innovative flair, and of course their technological power that they're here to showcase and to show to the world what they can do with these magnificent machinery that we have seen, of course, at various stalls across the Air Force Base that has come to, of course, a full life. And their various partners, of course, are standing firm with the Defence Force. And one of the partners that are here today, of course, is the official and the leading partner, and that is Armscor. And to tell us more about their role here is, of course, the CEO of Armscor, and that is Mr. Kevin Wakeford. Mr. Wakeford, take us through your position here as Armscor, your objectives and your primary goal here. What exactly is it that you're achieving by being part of the 2016 AAD?
Well, it's to showcase in the first instance South African industry, African industry, and industry from the rest of the world. Obviously the defence sector, it's very specific to the defence sector and related sectors that service the defence sector. We are keen to expand into Africa. We have huge opportunities with peacekeeping forces in Africa. We're engaging with the United Nations, the African Union, and in fact it's the first time ever that we have an Africa pavilion with a number of African nation states exhibiting what they have produced for the defence sector. And of course there are other countries that are here, but we're keen to grow our industry. It's one of the leading sectors in the South African economy because of research and development. It's a massive sector in terms of new technology. Behind me is an example of new technology produced indigenously in South Africa. We also have what we call the water project, water purification, bottling, bagging, where we can purify even poisoned water with cyanide in it, or seawater where we can desalinate it. And the dirtiest of waters, the most infected of waters. And it's portable. We can move it around anywhere in Africa for peacekeeping, for disaster relief, all being produced by South Africans for Africa. So it's an Afrocentric event. It's an event that's trying to position Africa as the new place to be, and the defence sector is key to that. We believe that our defence force is an instrument of peace in Africa. We've stabilised many areas through our involvement with the United Nations and the African Union, and that all contributes to growing our economy together with other African economies. So this event is centrally about that.
And talking about growing economies, of course, this event like this also opens up trade opportunities globally for the various partners that are here today.
Correct. There's a massive amount of business being done as we speak. Deals being cut as we speak. Revenue being generated for South Africa and for other African states. And of course there are those foreign countries who are also cutting deals and making some money. And that's what it's all about. It's about creating relevance for the defence industry in Africa through AAD. And that's why it's such a massive event now. You know, this event is, as you said, over 440 major exhibitors here. We're expecting on Saturday, with the public open days, 60,000 people a day. We have over 7,000 youngsters on our youth program, teaching them about perhaps becoming part of the defence force or the defence sector. So we have people from youngsters from all over the country. We actually flew people in from the Eastern Cape, a school called Mount Arthur in Lady Frere. So we committed to involving everybody.
All right, thank you so much. Of course, there we have the CEO of Armscor, Mr. Kevin Wakeford, really telling us that this is a technology and innovation extravaganza that starts today. And of course, it's expected to come to an end this coming Sunday. But for now, as we, of course, here on the ground continue to explore on all the possibilities that are here, let's hand back to my colleague in the studio.
Patricia, thank you very much. Very interesting interview there that Patricia Visagie just had out in Pretoria with the CEO of Armscor out at a very interesting show. Now, some international news now. More than 40,000